This is one of my favorite all-time fruits. Eating it raw, lassies, which we're going to show you how to make a mango lassi just because, look, we make friends with neighbors, relatives. Mama has even mailed these to people. There's so many of these, they can start going bad pretty quickly, so we're going to have to eat them.
Before you cut your mango, you have to pick the mango to cut. This one right here, it's not ready to cut. Unless you like eating a green mango, which you can. Camera Girl's mom makes a mango pie, similar to an apple pie, but with green mango. And that recipe will be over at our website. Various links down below, and you can check that out. But we're not going to eat this. We're not going to slice and eat it because it's not ready. It's too firm. It's too green. Boom. We'll give it a few days to ripen up, hopefully. This one right here looks a little better, but it's still too firm. You can tell by the color, but more so you can tell by the firmness of the mango. That's what you want to go by. Sometimes you can smell it, and it smells more mango-y. That's a good sign too, but mostly you want to go by the touch. This one right here, boom. We're getting ready to eat this one.
Woohoo!
This one is in the neighborhood of ready to be cut. It's got a little bit of a give to it. Be happy slicing this one, but we're going to definitely cut this one because this is ready. In fact, these are all room temperature, except for this one. It's cold because I just pulled it out of the fridge because I refrigerated it in order to retard the ripening process because this is where I want it. I don't want it to get overly ripe, so I need to cut this in the very near future. Boom. This one here, a little past its prime. You know, if you put it next to it, we're almost indistinguishable. You know, this one here, it's a little too soft. You know, so this probably should have sliced it yesterday or maybe the day before, but I'm definitely going to slice it today, and maybe some of it I'll throw away, but some of it I'll be able to use. But you don't want to buy one of these in the store like this here because it's this is yesterday's mango, man. Now before we cut this mango, we have to acknowledge that there is a very large seed in here. It's only about this thick, maybe 1/4 of an inch wide, but it takes up a lot of space inside your mango. So you want to cut away the flesh of the mango from this seed. They'll almost want to lay on their fatter side. So this here is where the large cheek of mango flesh is, and the seed runs this way, straight through, almost like a spearhead. You want to go ahead and cut straight along the edges and separate as much flesh from the seed as you can.
And that white is the seed.
And this cheek, I'll cut away on the other side. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm cutting pretty close. That way you can see we really kind of butted right up against it. So I had a little bit more on this side right here. But this is the big hunks of chunks of mango flesh that you're looking for. Boom, but we don't want to waste the flesh around the seed either. So we're going to cut it and just follow along the seed like this here and separate as much as we can. And then do the other side as well. And we can go ahead and trim it up around the edges and get as much of this sweet flesh away from the seed as we can, because you don't want to waste it.
That's good gnawing stuff.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And then this here, you just kind of gnaw on it like a chicken bone.
It's probably better to do it over a sink. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, the noises.
I like to cut it into strips, just like this. And then just cut it away from the skin. Just begin to cut it flat, separate the flesh from the skin. Because you don't want to waste your mango, you know, so you want to cut it as close to the skin as you can. Boom, boom, boom. That's how I like to do it. Now you can also do it this way. You know, you can just cut it kind of crisscross. Do a little checker pattern, you know, not all the way through the skin. And then just kind of peel it away like this here. So that you can kind of tear your bits of mango off like that. But I don't like to do it like this, because I feel like you leave too much of the mango on the skin. And you can't look cool eating your mango like this. You just can't. I mean, it's delicious, but look, I look like a savage. This just says to the world, you know what? I'm not as smart as I could be. Take your mango, boom, cut off the cheeks, slice it from the skin. That's all you gotta do. And you can freeze it like this, or you can go ahead and chop it up into little pieces, however you want to do it.
Ooh, for mango
Freeze it like
lassies.
that. Exactly. Mango lassies. Speaking of mango lassies, Hammer Girl, why don't you make a mango lassi?
You got it, babe. We already have 3 of these in the fridge, all cut up, ready to go. Oh, yeah. And I think we have like 7 of these that were frozen that we're going to use for the lassies. So where'd all these mangoes come from? Look at this. 2. Count them. 2 trees. Ta-da! And look how many are still on there. I'm telling you, when Mama Camera Girl has a bumper crop, I want to be here. I want to be here. Tree ripe fruit, come on. Your favorite fruit is in season. Aren't you just a little happier? Life is a little better. So
I think he had some coffee today too.
I had a little bit of coffee as well. But this almost balances out the mosquitoes that can carry you away, and the fleas and the whatever else. So to make ourselves feel better, let's go make a mango lassi. The main 3 ingredients you need for a lassi are sweet, ripe mangoes. I prefer to make a lassi with frozen mangoes. You can use fresh. A yogurt that you like. We're using a very thick, rich Greek yogurt. Some people even use ice cream, you know, but something thick and creamy. And then you want something that if this ends up being too thick, you can lighten it up a little bit. We're going to use a little almond milk. Now, I will tell you, we are going to add a little bit of cardamom. To me, a little taste of cardamom is the best for a mango lassi. Mangoes came from India, Southeast Asia, and you know, they like it the spice. We like it the spice. So we are going to add a little bit of cardamom.
Did they come from Italy?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, camera boy. Anyway, let's get to it. I've got a couple of cups of the frozen mango. We're just going to do it in a blender. We're just going to throw these couple of things in here. And you could even just start with these 2, but you see what's going to happen is without any liquids, this isn't going to blend. So I'm just going to add a little bit of almond milk to help it come together. Every now and again I have added banana and coconut milk if you want sort of a more tropical piece, but really I want the mango taste. All right, I was a little too stingy, especially with this Greek yogurt that's so thick. So let's see if we can get this going. Let's make some noise! That's what
Let's
happens.
plug something in!
That's what happens when you're in someone else's kitchen. Okay, so that is just 3 ingredients. So we're going to taste it and go, well, was the mango sweet enough? Is the yogurt creamy enough? Or is it going to be too sour a taste? What about that milk? Is it too almondy? Let's just see. No, this is really good. Now, if you taste it and you say, number 1, it's not sweet enough, you can add whatever sweeteners you want. Honey is nice. It's a great combination with mango. Also, some people really like to put just a little bit of lemon zest just to add that zing. It does add a really clean taste to it. Again, what's great is it's this simple. If you want to try a little bit, try it. I'm not doing it today because the mango is really sweet and great. Also, let's pretend you used a yogurt that wasn't as thick as what we use. And you didn't want to add any more mango. If you like bananas, now I know this doesn't look like a banana anymore, but this has been frozen for just this kind of purpose. So it would add a little more sweet if you don't want to add honey. It also adds, if you add it frozen especially, it adds a little more heft to your consistency. So there's another option. It's ugly, but it can be great. Oh, it's like mango ice cream. I mean, come on, that's pretty incredible. One thing I would strongly suggest you try is just a tiny bit of ground cardamom. A little goes a very long way. So especially if you haven't tried it before, don't put a lot. It's like nutmeg, if you've ever used nutmeg in baking. So there you go, some mango lassis. This is what summer's all about. Cheers to all of you. Hope you're enjoying wherever you are. Until next time. I think we need to make another batch.